Greetings, new fish. I'm...
Captain Quark. I don't believe it. You're here. I used to dream of being arrested by you.
Now get out of here. I was talking to you, Zed.
Yes, Captain.
So, new fish, I take it you followed my many adventures?
Of course I have. You're the most famous superhero in the galaxy.
He ain't famous anymore.
Words hurt, Solitary Bill.
I'm a huge fan. I even pre-ordered the new Ratchet Clank holo game.
Let's get something out of the way right away. Ratchet & Clank on the PlayStation 4 is a reimagined, reworked, and incredibly enhanced version of the 2002 game of the same name. It is not an entirely new game, but it has been completely reworked and stands as a fantastic way of reintroducing a franchise to an entirely new generation of gamers. It is one of the most beautiful action platformers you will ever lay your eyes upon, and if you're a fan of the franchise, this one is incredibly easy to recommend. Let's kick off the review by talking about the best aspect of the game, and that is the same excellent gameplay you've come to expect. Whether you've completed every single game in the series a dozen times over, or are jumping in for the very first time, Ratchet & Clank features excellent platforming and crisp and precise action. The original is called a masterpiece for a reason, and now everyone can experience an enhanced version of the game, playing better than ever before. Weapons new and old are featured, and they all have that classic Insomniac feel. Whether it's the Groovatron or the Pixelizer, you'll be in for a laugh with just about every single available weapon. The classic weapon upgrade system returns as well, allowing you to power up your weapons to ridiculous levels. As always, the weapons are designed in such a way that you can focus only on the ones that match your playstyle, or go crazy and level up everything. There are also a wide assortment of items that can make your progression even easier, and thanks to the context-sensitive item points, you'll automatically equip the items you need. Planet swapping and exploration are still highly rewarded. How else are you going to find your Rhino design plans? Levels still feel a bit restrictive, and that's where you can tell the origins of the game stem from the PlayStation 2 era. However, the levels are large and offer countless opportunities for backtracking thanks to newfound items. There's also a nice amount of vertical exploration to each level, which give way to gold bolts, which are hidden in some really creative places. These allow you to activate some fun cheats, and not to mention complete the ever so important trophy list. Speaking of trophies, this is a nice game to platinum for fans of trophies and Ratchet & Clank as a whole. Zeroing in on the gameplay, there's a nice variety of objectives, from taking down warships to more puzzle-centric areas and massive third-person action levels. There's so much stuff to do, and it never feels repetitive. The game is perfectly well balanced in terms of content, so you always feel like you're making progression, even if you're backtracking to locate the 2 missing gold bolts from that planet you just rushed through. This series has always been known for its incredible charm, and the same is true here. Captain Quark is retelling the story of how he first met Ratchet & Clank, and how he embellishes the facts or comments on your actions are absolutely hilarious. I had a smile on my face throughout the entire adventure. All of the characters are witty, charming, and fun, and I wouldn't have it any other way. The visual presentation is absolutely outstanding. I was absolutely floored by what I was seeing on the screen. Yes, it's true the game runs at 30 frames per second in 1080p instead of 60 frames per second, but it's just so beautiful that I can't knock it for that. The worlds are absolutely jam-packed with life, unlike virtually every other game in this current generation of video games. Just standing in one spot and looking around is a delight because of everything moving around you at all times. Characters animate beautifully and are fully textured, and the game has more color than 99% of the games released on the PlayStation 4. When I think video game, I think of games like this. Like all PlayStation 4 games, Ratchet & Clank sounds absolutely incredible in lossless surround sound. The PlayStation 4 pumps out incredible audio, and it's evident with Ratchet & Clank. Each stage is brimming with life, and you can hear all of that through your surround speakers. The sound effects, spoken dialogue, and special effects all sound great. I surely won't take points off for this, but it is worth mentioning. Like I said before, Ratchet & Clank on the PlayStation 4 is mainly a technologically advanced version of the 2002 original game. That being said, a lot of changes were made to the game. Ratchet & Clank is a fantastic recreation of the dynamic duo's first adventure together. While there are certainly areas where you can sort of see that this is a 2002 game, the love and attention to detail that went into developing this game really make it worth experiencing. Developers do not make games like this anymore, so we all need to band together and appreciate when we're given gems like this. It's absolutely worth purchasing and experiencing the charm all over again.
It's that time again. The annual Blackwater City Hoverboard Competition on Planet Rilgar. Are you a young thrill seeker looking to show off your hoverboard skills? Then blast on over to Rilgar and experience the pulse-pounding thrill of doing Mach 3 on a rocket-powered piece of plastic. How exciting is the race? Just listen to some of our previous champions.
I never miss the Blackwater City Hoverboard Competition, except for next year's. I probably won't make that one. I can't feel my toes. Is that normal?
We're offering cash prizes and holo cards to the winners. So head to Planet Rilgar and take a shot at the most extreme sporting event in the galaxy. And try not to die.